girlfriend, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing these soft Bohemian knotless box braids, and y'all know I was inspired by your girl Jhene Aiko once again. Every time she posts pics, I just fall in love with whatever hairstyle she has in her head. I did do mine a little bit smaller because I like my braids to be full. Y'all know I don't like when people can see through my braids. They're not super chunky like her parts were, but the braid itself is the same size as her braid, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. It is super cute, super flowy, it's super long. It comes down to like my butt. I'm gonna get close up so you guys can see the part. This is my first time doing knotless box braids. Like, I honestly can't believe how well they came out. I usually do some method that I came up with where I just start the braid from under, but this time I actually achieved the knotless look. So I'm so proud of myself, guys. This is the perfect time to experiment on your hair, learn those braid techniques, girl. Just go for it. And I don't want to talk you guys' ear off too much. I've been on quarantine for a few months now, girl. I am bored. My website will be launching soon, so make sure you follow my business page at Shop Mother Nature. Thank you. Also, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe to my channel, and follow my personal IG page as well. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, guys, so I used 3 packs of the Spectra braiding hair, and each pack came with 3 bundles. I got the color 1B, and the length is 26 inches. And if this is your first time doing braids, I highly recommend you get a pre-stretched hair. It just makes the process a lot easier. And when you're shopping for your hair, make sure it's full all the way down to the ends. Most braiding hair starts to thin out from this point on, but this hair is full all the way down to the end, so I'm happy with that. Okay, and I'll also be using 1 pack of the Lulutress hair. I got deep twist, but you can use whatever curl pattern you want. I got it in 18 inches, and I got the color 1. We will be cutting this pack in half, and I like to cut it in half directly off of the pack. And if you forget to cut this in half, you will need 2 packs, so make sure you cut it in half, okay, sis? All right, guys, so you'll need some rubber bands, mousse. I'm using Smooth and Shine. You'll need edge control. I like the Play and Stay 48-hour hold. And I will be moisturizing with my Mother Nature's Hair Cultivating Potion made by yours truly. Yes, this will be on my website as well. It's infused with rose petals, and it has a cute little hibiscus flower inside. And I'm just going to take that oil and apply it all over my scalp. And once I'm done applying it to my scalp, I'm just going to apply it to the palm of my hand and massage it throughout my hair. Make sure you moisturize your hair because we will be using rubber bands, and the rubber bands will pull your hair out if your hair is dry. So make sure you moisturize. Do not skip this step. And to lock that in, I'm going to be using my Jamaican mango and lime coconut butter cream. I absolutely love this stuff. They gave me free samples at the beauty supply store. Sis, don't be alarmed. We are not doing the rubber band method. I just like to pre-part my hair before I braid. It just makes the process a lot easier when you don't have to worry about the part and how the braids are going to fall. You don't have to worry about gaps and straight parts. So I like to do this ahead of time. This did take me about 20 minutes, but it definitely was worth it. I was able to just focus on making my braid neat and not so much the part itself. So I highly recommend, again, if this is your first time, pre-part it before, okay? And I probably will do this every time I do braids. It really was helpful just having everything mapped out before I went in and start braiding. All right, so I am all done. It doesn't even look like I have rubber bands in my head. All right, so for each braid, I use this much hair, and I divide that section into 5 to 6 little sections, and I feed them in as I braid. Okay, guys, so after that, you want to just take your edge control and you want to smack that all around the braided area. I do want that shiny, sleek look, so I'm ODing on the edge control a bit, and I just comb it through just to straighten it out a little bit more. So I poke my fingers through the bottom, and that divides it into 3 sections, and I take 1/2 of the braiding hair and I put it in with the middle section, and I take that other half of the braiding hair and combine it with that outside piece of my real hair, and then I braid it 1 time. And now I'm left in the same position I started with, and I just do the same exact thing. Add 1/2 of the braiding hair to the middle section of my hair, and then combine that outside piece with the outside piece of my real hair. Braid once and repeat. And I have a terrible time explaining this process, so hopefully you guys can catch what I'm doing with your eyes. I'm so sorry, I'm such a horrible teacher. I'm a visual learner, so if you gotta mute me just to focus, girl, do it. I will not be mad, okay? All right, so once I got the hang of it, it was pretty easy. You should see the back of my neck. The braids were horrible. Once I was done, I went in and I redid the first 4. It took me a minute to get the hang of it, but once I got the hang of it, everything just went smoothly. So don't give up. Don't give up after those first braids. I would say if you get 8 done and you still not getting it, then give up. But don't give up on the first few braids because it'll take a while to get your hands and your fingers used to what you're doing. But yeah, it turned out pretty nice. I'm pretty proud of myself. I know the next time I do this, it's going to be a lot better. So practice makes a perfect. So don't give up. Just keep trying. It's easy once you get it. And I'm just going to keep braiding. And once you get down to like your boob, I like to stop at my boob. I go ahead and I add the Lulutress hair. And we split each little curl into 3 sections. If you want it fuller, you could use the whole curl or you could split it into 2. I personally just like splitting it into 3 because I want my ends to be full, but I don't want them to be too thick. So I'm going to just feed that in just like I did with my braiding hair. And I'm going to braid all the way down to the ends until there's no more braiding hair left. And then I'm going to burn it just to seal the citrus and the braiding hair together so it doesn't fall or anything. And this is how the ends look. I am in love with this hairstyle. So now I'm going to just let you guys watch this one. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to try not to talk, okay? much all I do. Just make sure you lay down your baby hairs. That's a crucial step. Do not skip that step, okay? I don't care how bad your hair looks. If your baby hairs are laid down, everything just flows. So slick those down with your edge control. Use your gel, whatever you use this. Just make sure you tame those. I don't have any issues with free twist hair. I just throw mousse on it. Sometimes if I keep my braids in for too long, I do need to dip them. So I just put flexi rods on them and dip them. You could dip this free twist hair just like you would dip your regular hair. So you shouldn't have any problems with this. A lot of people just don't think you could dip it. You could dip this hair and you could burn it as well. You could do whatever you would do to your regular braided hair to the free twist hair. So just keep that in mind as time go on with your braids. And I'm going to let you guys go now. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could have been doing anything right now, but you decided to give me your time. So I appreciate you and I love you. Bye.